Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Gonna take a quick look here at Cyber. Let's see what's going on, of course. We got a lot of requests for this one. We took a trade recently, took some nice profits. I'll explain why we took that trade as well. And just kind of update some of our key level Fibonacci retracements here and kind of talk also about this bearish pennant and double bottom pattern. What does that mean for us? How's that gonna work out? And what's the typical play out look like for those things? So if you are new to the channel, again, not a financial advisor, love to teach people to trade. Here is just a quick look at our recent profits. Here we took 61% in 8 days from our Bell trade there. Again, these are just, keep in mind, these are 5x leverage trades, nothing crazy. I like to make sure we have consistency in our environment here, and it's important to recognize that low leverage, low position sizing is the way to go with this kind of market. We also took some profits from DAR, as well as what DAR protocol, OGN, and then here's the Cyber there. It took us 5 hours to get to 21%. Basically a 4% play at 5x leverage, right? So we'll talk about that. If you're not part of our channel, of course, jump on over to our Discord. We also have a Telegram and Twitter account as well. Really cool stuff to kind of keep you abreast and familiar with things. So what I want to talk about, though, is kind of not just the play out here, but why we took the trade we did, right? We got in right here, roughly at about 5.8. That was a key volume support. And at the time, we were starting to see this little bit of a breakout pattern, right? And let's talk about actually, let's do this here first. Let me summarize with a couple of things, and we'll circle back around to that. Because on the daily here, we are starting to see an important thing here, right? We got this previous resistance level, turned support. So now this level here, right at about 5.4, 5.5, is a key level support. So even though we're at 5.9, basically $5.90, the price comes down lower, we should expect some support at the 550 mark. Okay, so again, that was another reason why I felt comfortable taking our trade, is to kind of give us perspective in the fact that bigger picture here, we're looking at a key level support there. We're at 50 on the RSI as well, also equally as important. Another thing too to note, and this is very early, it's hard to really see unless you zoom in, but there is a moving average here. The 50-day SMA, 20-day SMA on the daily is showing us that we have a support level there at about 5.7. Okay, it's starting to work its way up. So all this insane price action, the price coming up and coming down, it's averaged itself out at about 5.7. So the average true range now for this coin is roughly where it's supposed to be. That's a good sign. We're not overextended, we're not underextended, but we are in pretty good shape here. So to me, the daily looks pretty decent, even though we have very little data here to rely on. It's still looking pretty good. 4 hour, we are descending here, of course. We've recognized this. That kind of goes concurrent with our bearish pennant pattern here, where the price came down and is working itself into a descending type of wedge. It could break down further because of that. You got to recognize we could see the price come down a little bit more, but we are underneath the 20-day SMA on the 4 hour, but well below the 50. Okay, what that basically just means that this is going to be a resistance level for us eventually. We'll worry about that later. For right now, it's important we get above this 20-day SMA. We were peaked above it yesterday when we hit our profit target there, of course. Price pulled back because, once again, that was a key level resistance. You can kind of see this here. There's a line right here coming right straight across, and that level is roughly, and it's a little easier to see without this levels here, right there at about 6.2. So $6.22. It's been a resistance level for quite some time. 1, 2, 3, 4, basically 12 hours here, 12 hours here, 8 hours here. So there's a strong amount of resistance there. Once we break above that, we should be able to leg up again to be able to retest this most recent low right there in about the 675 range. That's closer to our second profit target for this coin. Okay, so again, just kind of giving you some psychology as far as what I look at and things that I identify. But the truth is here on the 4 hour, it's not truly bullish. We are still under 50 on the RSI. We did converge on the MACD here as well. That was also a confirming factor for us taking our trade yesterday. But for the most part, we are in a situation right now where we're, it's not bullish or bearish, I guess you could say. We're slightly more bearish, I guess you can summarize here in the fact that we're in this range here, right? Until we break above, we truly aren't bullish. So I would wait for 620, a daily closure above 620 or higher to confirm kind of a bullish trend. Okay, right now we're still kind of in the gray area there, working ourselves within this range. All right, so let's talk about the hourly and wrap this up here. Ichimoku cloud is going to tell us that we're still below the cloud. It's normal to be below the cloud here, and typically it's not good to take a trade into that. I feel confident in these other confirming factors, but generally speaking, when we're below the cloud here, we can see these moving averages here essentially are telling us that we are below that. Okay, so there's no real sign here, according to the cloud, that we want to take entry. Keep in mind that sign is coming here soon, though. Again, a closure in the range of $6 or $6.20 or higher will put us naturally above those moving averages, and then we'll be able to effectively be able to continue higher. Again, I think the key takeaway here is closing above 630. I think that's what we're going to be looking for. Again, I send these playout charts through my Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. So, if you're curious as to what this might look like, go ahead and check that out over there. Make sure you enable alerts so I can, and when I send that out, you get notified. But the bottom line here is that, my summarization here is a closure above 630 gives us confirmation to the upside. And if we continue to stay below that level, we might see the price retest this 550, 540 mark. Okay. So again, nothing super stark, super reality. It's like not like we're not seeing anything major here telling us we have confirming factors. But we have a lot of little things that are adding up here, kind of letting us know that we have tentatively hit our bottom. There's more likelihood of price increasing than decreasing from here. So those are things I think are important to recognize. Okay. Those are things I like to look for, and that's why we took some healthy profits again from our cyber trade, 21% in 5 hours, OGN, DARA, and then of course, once again, this Bell trade here. I did cover Bell earlier today too. Bell protocol, it's an interesting one, and I think it's ready to rock and roll too. So be sure to check that out if you get a chance. But once again, these are just things that kind of come with our trading community. So if you want to become a better trader, cryptocash.tech is the site. Link down below. We do have a summertime sale right now. Be sure to check that out. I hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good one. Take care.